this video we're going to talk about everything you need to know about Monstera Deliciosa Thai Constellation. So what is Thai Constellation? Thai Constellation, also known as Monstera Deliciosa Thai Constellation, is a low maintenance plant that has this spreading habit. Now, just to compare the varieties, this one here I have, which I'm going to do my repotting on, is a Thai Constellation, which is a bush and spreads. This one here is a climbing variety, and this one's a Borsigiana Monstera. And this one here is known for its creamy variegations and unpredictable amount of variegation that you get in each leaf. So when looking for a Thai Constellation, everyone wants to know, why is it so rare and expensive to get? This cultivar bears a nice yellowy, creamy variegation, and you're guaranteed that variegation in every leaf. And it can be different, it can be blotches, it can be splashes or streaks. It doesn't matter, you're guaranteed variegation. This Thai Constellation is exactly the same plant as a Monstera Deliciosa, the plain green form, the one that you can get pretty much anywhere in any garden centre. This one here just has the variegation. It maintains these huge leaves just like the other green formation, and it gets these huge love heart leaves with loads of multiple holes in them, but impressively it's for its variegation, the canary almost creamy yellow variegation. Okay, so now I've guaranteed to cover up the variegation purpose of this plant, I want to talk about why I'm going to repot her and what kind of soil, like media, I'm going to use for her. Because monsteras are epiphytes, they like to climb up trees, they like to spread out on woodland, on like bark chips, leaf litter. They bear these amazing, if I've got one here, from my Borsigiana, the air roots. And as they mature and grow bigger, they get these really impressive air roots. And you can do pretty much anything you want with them. Tuck them in back in a pot, you can plait them, or just put, nicely just gather them up and place them somewhere safe. You don't want to chop them off, and you most certainly don't want to do anything else. You want to keep these air roots, they're vital for the plant for it to flourish. And I think that's what makes me like these plants more, is for their air roots. It's quite delicate, decorative, and it's something different, and I'm quite interested in the kind of air plant situation. And because I'm really desperate for mine to get really big, I've noticed that she's a bit pregnant here. I feel like a bump here. That's indicating that there's a new leaf in the making, so I'm really excited to get it potted up before that new leaf comes. I know I stated in the video already that monsteras are epiphytes. Unfortunately, I don't have that many orchid bark left, so I've just put in whatever bark I have left. I've got normal quality multi-purpose compost and some perlite in there. Let's get started. Right, let's put this one on the floor. Oh. Right, so I'm going to take her out of this pot. She has got a root coming at the bottom, so just gently, sorry, got excited, just tear it apart. Oh, so I just dropped the pot, I'm so excited. Right, just scrape off all that topsoil off, because you don't know what's got in that topsoil when you bought the plant. It could be deprived of nutrients where it's had too much water, and it's probably got like bugs in it, like fungus gnats, because they like to bury themselves in a few inches of soil. And I'm going to just gently, just loosen the roots a little bit. I don't want to break the roots because this plant means so much to me, but I just want to aerolate the soil a little bit, so that's when I repot it, I've got some of my own fresh soil getting to the roots. I don't know if you can see, but there are some rich, active, fibrous root activity. This is a very healthy root system. I have managed to eliminate as much of the compost as I can. Because I've got active root growth happening, I don't want to disturb the root system much. So I'm going to carry on now with the potting up. I've got a terracotta pot here, purely because it's cheap and cheerful, and also it's a porous pot. With these having lots of air roots, they like air to the root system. This pot makes it great for this kind of plant, because any excess water, if you tend to overwater your plants, porous pots allow excess water to seep through the pot and it will evaporate, hence why you get white residue. So I'm now ready to plant my Monstera. So just make sure your plant is held firmly, and you don't want to rush it, because you don't want to upset yourself by breaking the leaves. And you just want to work around the pot with the soil and start filling the sides to make sure you distribute all that soil evenly. I really like using perlite. It's quite a expensive product now, but it's much cheaper than using any other compost. And it's just very good. It does allow the roots to breathe, and you don't need to add that much. She's all potted up nice fluffy, even soil I've got there. Got a few broken bits. I'll just get rid of that one. And yeah, when I pot, I try not to compress the soil down. You're going to starve the roots of oxygen. I am very pleased with the outcome of her. She looks great. I think she's going to grow much happier, and the new leaf actually might grow a bit more stronger, and hopefully I get more variegation to it. With watering, I allow all my monsteras to go completely dry. Not dry like the desert, but dry enough where you know it needs watering. And the reason why is because they are epiphytes, they like air to the roots. You'll probably kill your plants by overwatering. That's the most common thing to do keeping plants, is overwatering. So I like to use rainwater, and I have an even amount of multi-purpose feed, which is going to concentrate on decent leaf growth, uptake of nutrients, a decent root system, and that's all you want. You don't want nothing more. If I use a high nitrogen, I might get brown tips. If I overwater, the plant will just look sad, it will just start to yellow. If I put it in direct sun, it's going to brown. So that is pretty much the mistakes you make with this. So I'm just going to water her and just work my way around the pot until the water comes out the bottom in the dish. Before I finish up this video, I just want to say the care requirements for this plant. Try not to overwater it, try not to overfeed it, and if you want to feed it, give it a mild dose. Make sure it's well diluted and just water around. Try not to get any on the air roots because they are exposed and they will get dead. So just don't do anything like that. If you have any more questions that I haven't covered up in this video, please comment in the video and I will get back to you straight away. I've really enjoyed doing these one-to-one kind of plant care videos. My Anthurium clarinervium last year did really well, and you can check that out on YouTube. A lot of people have loved that video, and that's why I've done an in-depth of a Monstera Thai Constellation. Take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.